saying that this had racist undertones, and it was like a call to arms. It was like a call to arms in small towns. It was a threat.
Yes, before we react to this video, first take a look at these.
So are we going to talk about the racist dog whistles in Jason Aldean's new song or no?
As you probably heard, Jason Aldean's video for Try That in a Small Town has just been pulled from country music television. And he's out there playing the victim and saying that the video absolutely isn't what it very well is. The video is a message to the Black Lives Matter movement that they'd better stay away from him and his because they got guns and they protect their own. The video features him standing in front of a building that is the famous site of a mob lynching a young 18-year-old black man. And it's got an American flag hanging on it, and it's interspersed with footage from Black Lives Matter protests. What it doesn't have is footage of people who are likely members of his audience attacking the Capitol on January 6th and killing 5 police officers. But it does talk about disrespecting the police, those Black Lives Matter people. So I wish he'd just, own it. If you're gonna sow this division, then own it. And while we're at it, let's send the message out to his wife that being a tomboy as a child is way different than being a transgender child. So when she thanks her parents for not changing her sex when she went through her tomboy phase, she is just sowing division and hate. And it's a shame that this couple, with all of their influence, are using it to do that because they know that sowing division and hate among their people makes them lots of money. So
these are the kind of people I admire. They don't back down. Recently, Jason says he stands by controversial Try That in a Small Town. I know what the intentions were. Country music superstar Jason found himself facing an unexpected wave of controversies when his song Try That in a Small Town gained widespread attention in July following the release of its music video, which depicts protesters confronting police officers. If you have been following this channel very keenly, you realize I did a couple of reactions pertaining to this. He recently had this interview where he reviewed something and stood by his word. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please endeavor to do that, and if possible, please share out this video.
Talked about was people who steal, people who carjack, people who burn flags, and you interpret that as he must be speaking about black people.
What was your reaction when you saw people saying that this had racist undertones, and it was like a call to arms? It was like a call to arms in small towns. It was a threatening kind of video for black people. I mean, people were putting this on, like,
but there was people of all color doing stuff in the video. That's what I don't understand. There was white people in there. There was black people. I mean, this video did not shine light on one specific group and say that's the problem. So, and anybody that saw that in the video, then you weren't looking hard enough in the video, is all I can tell you.
People, but I'm going to say it.
On the second verse, it says,
gun that my granddad gave me. They say one day they're gonna round up.
That I thought was going to be the biggest issue with the song, was that it said gun, and that, will tend to get people talking sometimes about that. So, I didn't expect it to get the kind of heat that it got. And I think that was more probably because of the video more so than the actual song.
Part of that heat was because of where the video was filmed, in front of the Murray County Courthouse in Columbia, Tennessee, the site of a 1927 lynching of a black teen.
For anybody that thinks that we picked that building specifically, there's at some point. I mean, that's just a fact.
Yes, they tried to cancel this man after this music video. He stood his ground and maintained that Till today, the story died down. That was actually a lesson to a lot of people. When you are doing something and you know what you're doing is right, never back down, no matter the pressure that is coming up you. This is just an example, I've seen a lot of people when they receive backlash and some kind of pressure, they back down or bend the knee. I've often seen this recently. When I take a look at this article, supporters believe the song championed the values of small towns during uncertain times, while critics argue it contained racist undertones and calls for violence. There was people of all color doing stuff in the video. That's what I don't understand. He told CBS News there was white people in there, there were black people. I mean, this video did not shine light on one specific group and say that is a problem, and anybody that saw that in the video, then you weren't looking hard enough in the video, is all I can tell you. Adding to the controversy was the location of the video shoot in front of the Maury County Courthouse in Columbia, the site of 1927 lynching of a black teenager. Jason, who is resident of the country, said he didn't know a lynching had taken place there. But I also don't go back at 100 years and check on the history of a place before we go shoot it either. He said it is also the place that I go get my car tax every year. It is my county that I live in. His term pointed out that other productions have filmed outside the courthouse without issue. Jason also said that in the South, it would probably be hard to find a small town courthouse that hasn't had some sort of racial issues over the years at some point. I don't feel bad about that because I know my intentions behind, shooting the video there and recording the song and everything he said. But Jason said that knowing what he knows now, he probably would not shoot the video at the courthouse if he were to do it over. I would do it over again every time, minute this minus the setting, knowing what I know now. Obviously, knowing that that wasn't gonna be a thing, maybe at doing it somewhere else, he said. Still, he said, I know what the intentions were behind the locations, the video, the song, all of it, and I stand by all that. They tried that in a small town video, according to Jason, aimed to highlight the lawlessness and disrespect of cops seen in some places, inspired by belligerent. We didn't start the fire. He added that his personal experiences, like the 2017 Rio 91 festival shooting in Las Vegas while he was performing, impact his perspective. So you can see exactly where he's tilting to, standing by what he said on that song and the locations. He never had any bad intentions, it was clearly to bring a message to pass, and a lot of people never understood that. That is our society. You watch a video, you don't actually even try to find out why this person is doing this. You just conclude, oh, you are calling for this, you are racist. When I saw the kind of reactions on TikTok, it was disturbing. So him coming out to clarify the air after some time, it is important.
How have we got to this place, and what's the way out of this kind of woke hell that we're having?
America has become